Whenever I meet a new silver dollar collector, one thing I always like to talk to them about is something I like to call the vintage mirage phenomenon. This is a unique situation that happens in collecting when coins with very high mintages end up being significantly rarer than their low mintage counterparts. And the Morgan Silver Dollar series is a coin series in which this happens quite frequently. And this holds especially true for coins struck by our nation's only southern mint down in New Orleans. You see, the New Orleans Mint is known for having one of the poorest strike qualities in the entire series, in large part due to its status as the hand-me-down mint, as collectors coined it, where all of their coin dies and presses came secondhand from Philadelphia, San Francisco, and even the fabled Carson City Mint down in Nevada. So that has resulted in many of these New Orleans Mint coins being very hard to find today. And you'll be shocked to find out that many of the coins with the larger mintages are actually harder to find. And that's in large part due to the 1918 Pittman Act and all of the melt-offs that took place. But we'll get to more on that later. Tonight we have two coins struck by the New Orleans Mint at the beginning of the 20th century, the 1901 and the 1902 New Orleans Mint silver dollars. And not only are these coins more than 122 years old, they are still in beautiful uncirculated condition. And at just $69.95 each, we are at least $100 less than our nearest competition's price of at least $170. That 1901 O Mint Morgan dollar is item number 9051976. That's 9051976. And then the 1902 O Mint Morgan dollar is item number 9051977. That's 9051977. And at less than $70 per uncirculated coin, we are anywhere from $40 to $50 less than our competition's price for a circulated coin struck during the same years at the New Orleans Mint. You can give us a call tonight at 1-866-518-5933. Or if you don't feel like using your phone tonight, that is totally fine. You can head on over to our website, which is avccoins.com. Then once you're there, you'll see a search bar on that right-hand side of the page. For the 1901 O Mint Morgan dollar, just type in 9051976. Again, that's 9051976. Or if you want the 1902 O Mint Morgan dollar in beautiful uncirculated condition, it's 9051977. Again, it's 9051977. And now, we're going to break these numbers down in reverse so I can show you just how the vintage mirage phenomenon truly takes place here. You see, in 1902, they struck 8.6 million total Morgan dollars. 8.636 if you want to be exact. That ranks at number 15 out of all 26 Morgan dollars struck at the New Orleans Mint, and number 61 out of the series as a whole. So it's not even a top 50 Morgan dollar. Yet despite 8.6 million coins in mintage, there's only 158,279 known today with NGC or PCGS in any grade whatsoever. That's just 1 in every 55 coins struck, and it breaks down to just 1.8% of the entire mintage. So a very rare collector's coin, which is ironic because the 1902, despite being from the hand-me-down mint, is considered one of the finest strikes ever made by the New Orleans Mint. Likely why this coin is so abundant today in comparison. When you can find the 1902 with our competition, they want over $170 for an uncirculated piece and more than $120 for a circulated coin. We are just $69.95 each, more than $100 less than their price. And then we have the 1901, a coin that many would believe would be readily available today. But thanks to that 1918 Pittman Act, very few of those coins survived. You see, they would strike 13.3 million that year at the New Orleans Mint. That is the highest mintage ever struck in the series at the hand-me-down mint. And the series as a whole, it ranks number 85 out of 97 total coins. Yet despite having the most coins ever struck, today NGC and PCGS have just 88,894 coins in any condition. That's just 1 in every 150 coins struck by the New Orleans Mint back in 1901. When you break it down into a percentage, it's less than 3/4 of a single percent. 0.6% of the entire mintage is known to exist today in any condition. That's why when you can find a 1901 O Mint Morgan dollar today, you're looking at over $175 for an uncirculated piece. We're more than $105 less than their price at just $69.95. That means if you bought both of these coins with us tonight, not only are you getting 2 of the rarer silver dollars in collecting today, less than 2% for the 1902 Morgan and less than 1% for the 1901 known to exist in any condition at all today, and you're going to save more than $205 versus our competition's price. These coins are more than 122 years old, and they have been some of the most sought after coins in recent years thanks to the re-release of the Morgan dollar in 2021, and then more coins being released in 2023 with several more planned for the many years ahead. They've been clamoring to get their hands on the original coins that started it all, and those struck by the New Orleans Mint are some of the hardest to find today. And you see, that's because after the passage of the 1918 Pittman Act, they had to melt down hundreds of millions of these Morgan dollars. And when they started melting these coins down, they asked themselves 2 questions. One, which coins were the most recent ones struck? Because the newest ones in are the first ones melted down. And then after that, which coins had the worst strike quality? And unfortunately for the coins struck by the hand-me-down mint, that meant that many of these New Orleans Mint silver dollars were melted down and destroyed. Once you combine that with the regular wear and tear that these coins faced as the workhorse of the American economy, very few coins had any chance at all to survive until today. And while our supplies last tonight, you can get them each for less than $70 per coin. Buy both tonight and you are going to save more than $205 versus our competition's prices. And if you bought both of these coins tonight, not only would you save more than $200 versus our competition's uncirculated coins, you're still going to save over $100 versus the price of these 2 coins in circulated condition with our competition. At that good a value, they are not going to last long, so please call in now before these coins too are lost to history.